You've seen them, the sharp 90-year-old who still climbs stairs, walks unaided, and lives fully. What's their secret? It's not luck. It's what they avoid. Shocking new research shows 5 everyday vitamins could quietly destroy your leg strength if taken the wrong way. One of them is probably in your cabinet right now. It's a beautiful thing to see someone in their golden years move with power. Legs steady. Posture proud. Stairs. No problem. Independence. Fully intact. But here's a hard truth. That kind of strength doesn't just happen. It's not a coincidence. And it's not good genes. In fact, leg strength is one of the biggest predictors of whether a senior will live independently or end up needing full-time care. According to a 2021 study published in the Journal of Gerontology, seniors with weak leg muscles were 3.6 times more likely to suffer falls that lead to hospitalization or permanent disability. And the most heartbreaking part, many of them didn't even realize they were losing strength until it was too late. They were doing what seemed right. Eating well, walking, and yes, taking supplements. But buried inside those healthy pills were hidden imbalances and overdoses, slowly draining their muscle power, disrupting nerve signals, and stiffening their joints. This is the silent crisis of modern supplementation. Seniors across the world are being told to take your vitamins. But few are being told how those vitamins interact. Fewer still are being warned about stacking multiple formulas with overlapping ingredients. And when it comes to mobility, that oversight can cost you your independence. In the next few minutes, we're going to expose 5 common vitamins that can rob you of your leg strength if taken incorrectly, and what you can do today to avoid the damage. We'll back every point with real clinical research. And more importantly, we'll give you a simple, science-based way to protect and rebuild your strength starting now. Because this isn't about fear. It's about freedom, the freedom to move, live, and thrive at any age. Let's begin. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin, and for good reason. It helps your body absorb calcium, strengthens your bones, supports immune health, and boosts mood. For seniors, it's practically worshipped. Doctors recommend it. Friends swear by it. It's in almost every multivitamin and bone health supplement on the shelf. But here's the trap: vitamin D doesn't work alone. When you take high doses of vitamin D without its nutritional partners, you're not boosting your strength, you're disrupting it. Let's break this down. Vitamin D helps move calcium into your bloodstream. But unless it's paired with vitamin K2 and magnesium, the calcium doesn't go where it's supposed to, your bones. Instead, it can end up in your arteries, your joints, and yes, your muscles. Imagine your muscles becoming stiff, cramped, and painful because the calcium meant for your bones started calcifying your soft tissues. That's not just a theory. It's science. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that high levels of vitamin D without sufficient vitamin K2 increase the risk of arterial calcification, especially in aging adults. Another study out of the Netherlands showed that imbalanced D and K intake disrupted lower limb function in seniors, leading to weakness and instability. And don't forget magnesium. Without it, vitamin D can't even activate properly in your body. Yet over 50% of adults over 60 are magnesium deficient, meaning they're taking vitamin D supplements that aren't being used effectively and could even be making things worse. Here's the kicker. Most seniors who supplement with vitamin D take far more than their body needs. 5,000 IUs. 10,000 IUs. Daily. Why? Because they were told more is better. But long-term high doses, especially above 4,000 IU/day, have been linked to mineral imbalances, fatigue, leg cramps, and even neuromuscular dysfunction. It's like pouring water into a leaky pipe, says Dr. Sarah Booth, director at Tufts Human Nutrition Center. You think you're helping, but without the full picture, you're creating a bigger problem down the line. So, what should seniors actually do? Stick to 2000 IU or less of vitamin D3 daily unless advised otherwise by your doctor. For every 1000 IU of D3, pair it with 10 micrograms of vitamin K2. Include magnesium-rich foods in your diet, like spinach, pumpkin seeds, or almonds. Or use magnesium glycinate, which is gentle and easily absorbed. Vitamin D can be a lifesaver. But taken blindly, it becomes a silent thief, robbing you of the strength you've spent a lifetime building. Vitamin A is essential. It supports vision, skin health, immune function, and you'll find it in almost every multivitamin. But what if I told you that too much of this vital nutrient could quietly weaken your legs and make you more likely to fall? This isn't just theory. It's happening every day, especially to seniors who take multiple supplements without realizing they're stacking high doses of vitamin A. Here's the problem. Unlike water-soluble vitamins like C or B complex, which your body flushes out, vitamin A is fat-soluble. It builds up in your liver and fatty tissues, accumulating silently until one day it hits toxic levels. And the first place you'll feel the consequences: your bones, your joints, your legs. A New England Journal of Medicine review revealed that chronic high intake of vitamin A was linked to reduced bone mineral density and higher fracture risk, especially in seniors. That translates to weaker leg bones, core balance, and a dramatic increase in fall risk. But it doesn't stop there. Excess vitamin A has also been linked to muscle loss, fatigue, joint pain, poor coordination. Even if you don't feel these symptoms right away, they often creep in over time, slowly chipping away at your independence. And here's how it happens. Let's say you're taking a multivitamin, a bone support supplement, and an immune booster. Each one might include a dose of retinol, the preformed version of vitamin A. Individually, those doses seem small. But added together, you might be hitting 3,000 micrograms, 10,000 IU, or more every single day, the upper safe limit for adults. And the worst part, you may never know. Most supplement labels list vitamin A in different forms: IU, McG, retinol equivalents, or beta-carotene. It's confusing, and companies rarely make it easy to understand. Even plant-based sources of vitamin A, like beta-carotene, can add up, especially when taken as part of multivitamin formulas. So what can you do to stay safe? Check your total vitamin A intake. If you take more than one supplement, add up the doses, including multivitamins. Stick to food-based sources like carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, and cantaloupe. These contain beta-carotene, which your body converts as needed and doesn't store to toxic levels. Avoid exceeding 3,000 micrograms, 10,000 IU, of preformed vitamin A unless directed by your healthcare provider. If your supplements include retinol, reduce or rotate them, especially if you're also eating a vitamin A-rich diet. The takeaway: vitamin A is powerful. But in excess, it can quietly erode your bone density, leg strength, and even your confidence in movement. What's meant to protect you can become the very thing that holds you back. Vitamin E has long been celebrated as a heart helper, a skin savior, and a powerful antioxidant. For years, it's been sold as the supplement that slows aging, protects cells, and boosts circulation. But here's what most seniors don't know: vitamin E comes in multiple forms, and not all of them are safe. The most common: a synthetic version called DL-alpha tocopherol. You'll find it in low-cost multivitamins, supermarket blends, and even some so-called premium anti-aging products. And here's the danger. Your body doesn't process synthetic vitamin E the same way it handles natural forms. In fact, high doses of DL-alpha tocopherol have been linked to muscle weakness, fatigue, nerve dysfunction, and even impaired mobility in aging adults. A 2005 meta-analysis published in Annals of Internal Medicine reviewed over 135,000 people and found that high doses of vitamin E, particularly above 400 IU daily, were associated with a higher risk of all-cause mortality. Let that sink in. A vitamin marketed as life-extending, when taken in excess or in synthetic form, could actually shorten your lifespan and sap your strength in the process. And that's not all. Even natural forms of vitamin E, like D-alpha tocopherol, can become problematic if taken in isolation. Too much vitamin E can interfere with vitamin K, thinning the blood excessively and throwing off nerve and muscle coordination. In older adults, this can manifest as wobbly balance, cramps or twitching in the legs, and sudden fatigue or instability when walking. Now, let's talk dosage. The recommended daily amount for adults: just 15 milligrams, roughly 22 IU. Yet many supplements, especially high-potency formulas, pack in 400 to 1000 IU or more per pill. That's 20 to 40 times more than you need every single day. So how do you avoid the trap? Skip synthetic forms. Look for D-alpha tocopherol, which is natural, instead of D-L-alpha tocopherol, which is a synthetic form. Even better, choose a supplement with mixed tocopherols and tocotrienols, the full spectrum of vitamin E. Stick to food-based sources. Sunflower seeds, almonds, avocados, red palm oil, and spinach are excellent choices. If you already eat a healthy diet rich in nuts and seeds, you may not need to supplement at all. Here's what most people forget: more isn't better. Better is better. And when it comes to vitamin E, the right form, in the right dose, makes all the difference between enhanced longevity and declining mobility. Of all the vitamins that can threaten your mobility, vitamin B6 is the most deceptive. Why? Because it's essential, and yet, in excess, it can directly damage your nervous system. Let's start with the basics. Vitamin B6 supports red blood cell production, brain health, mood regulation, nerve function. It's a vital nutrient. But like with anything powerful, too much of it becomes toxic, especially when it's coming from multiple supplements at once. And here's the real problem. Most seniors are unknowingly overdosing on B6 every single day. Why? Because it's in everything. Multivitamins, energy drinks, B-complex formulas, mood boosters, nerve support blends. And when you add all those doses up, you're often getting 50, 100, even 500 milligrams per day, when all your body actually needs is 1.5 to 1.7 milligrams. That's thousands of % above the recommended amount. And the consequences? Chronic high intake of vitamin B6 has been linked to a condition called sensory neuropathy, a serious nerve disorder that affects your arms, legs, feet, and balance. It usually starts subtly with a tingling in the feet, or numbness, or burning sensations, or pins and needles that don't go away. But over time, it can escalate to muscle weakness, poor coordination, difficulty walking, loss of independence. A neurology journal study confirmed that long-term high-dose B6 supplementation led to permanent nerve damage in otherwise healthy individuals. What's worse? The symptoms can persist even after stopping the supplement. And this isn't rare. Seniors are especially vulnerable because absorption changes with age. Many take multiple B6 containing products, and symptoms are often misattributed to normal aging or diabetes. But the cause might be sitting in your pill organizer, quietly hijacking your nervous system. Check all your supplements for B6, especially multivitamins, energy products, and mood boosters. Stay under 20 milligrams per day total, unless prescribed for a medical reason. Focus on food-based sources like bananas, chickpeas, salmon, and sweet potatoes. If you need a supplement, choose one with a modest dose and stop stacking. And here's one more critical piece of the puzzle. If you're taking vitamin B9, folic acid, make sure you're also getting enough vitamin B12. Why? Because folic acid can mask a B12 deficiency in blood tests, which can also cause irreversible nerve damage, including weakness, instability, and memory loss. Especially for adults over 60, B12 absorption declines naturally, so it's critical to take it in its bioavailable forms like methylcobalamin or adenosylcobalamin. Bottom line: vitamin B6 is essential, but it's powerful. And when taken in excess, it can quietly strip away your mobility without warning. Now that we've uncovered 5 popular vitamins that can silently damage your legs if taken incorrectly, let's shift gears. Because knowledge alone won't protect you, action will. And the good news? There are simple, science-backed steps you can take starting today to preserve and even rebuild your leg strength well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Move every day, no matter what. You've heard it before, use it or lose it. And when it comes to leg strength, that's not just a saying, it's biological law. Even light, daily movement improves blood flow, preserves muscle mass, enhances coordination, and reduces fall risk. Start simple. 5 to 10 minutes of walking after meals. Chair squats while brushing your teeth. Step-ups using a stair or sturdy platform. Seated leg lifts during TV time. Consistency, not intensity, is the key. And remember, your legs don't need permission to get stronger. They just need repetition. Rebalance your diet, especially your carbs. As we age, our insulin sensitivity drops, meaning carbs, especially refined ones, can wreak havoc on our muscle tissue. High-carb diets, think white bread, pasta, sugar, and packaged snacks, trigger blood sugar spikes, inflammation, and muscle breakdown. Instead, prioritize protein-rich foods like eggs, salmon, Greek yogurt, lentils. Low-glycemic carbs like quinoa, berries, oats, and vegetables. Healthy fats, olive oil, avocado, chia seeds. You're not just feeding your body, you're fueling strength at the cellular level. Get sunlight, real, natural light. Vitamin D from food and pills is useful, but nothing beats natural sunlight. Just 15 to 30 minutes a few times a week helps your body. Regulate calcium properly. Enhance mood. Support hormone production. Boost muscle performance. Go for a walk in the morning sun. Sit by a window. Eat lunch outside. Sunlight isn't just a vitamin source, it's medicine. Magnesium, the muscle whisperer. One of the most overlooked minerals in senior health. Magnesium plays a central role in nerve signaling, muscle contraction, vitamin D activation, and energy production. Yet more than 50% of seniors are magnesium deficient, which leads to leg cramps, fatigue, muscle twitching, and poor coordination. Natural sources such as pumpkin seeds, spinach, almonds, and avocados are rich in magnesium. Or consider a supplement, magnesium glycinate or magnesium malate are especially well absorbed and gentle on the stomach. Sleep like it's a prescription. Sleep isn't rest, it's restoration. During sleep, your body repairs muscle tissue, balances hormones, and regenerates nerves. Aim for 7 to 9 hours per night. No screens an hour before bed. A cool, dark room. Magnesium or herbal teas to support relaxation. You can't build strong legs without strong rest. Period. Final word. You don't need to fear vitamins, you just need to understand them. Every pill you take should be intentional. Balanced. Based on your unique needs, not marketing labels or outdated advice. Because your legs aren't just limbs. They are your independence. Your freedom. They carry you through life. Through moments. Through memories. Treat them like gold. One wrong supplement can weaken your strength. One right decision can reclaim it. Which direction you move is entirely in your hands.